Hey, check it out. It's me again, and I'm going to show you. I got some stuff coming up here in my garden. Nothing too impressive. Lots of weeds. Here, we'll take a look here. This is at the end of the property. Let's turn it this way. It's at the end of the property, at the end of the shed. These two rows are empty, but here up along the side of the shed, those are sunflowers. They need to be thinned. And there's also this next two rows, this horseshoe shape. These are like mammoth Russian sunflowers. Those are too close together. They get big, I guess, is what I hear. Now over here, there's also either a bunch of flowers, little flower buds coming up here. You can see those. This first row here, these are squash. There's a squish. As we go along here, lots of weeds, lots of weeds. There's a squish. Here's some squishes. There's some squash coming up there, which is just awesome as hell. I was getting anxious about seeing them. I think those are flowers, like marigolds or some carnations or some damn thing. And this other row, these are beans. This one looks a little like he got dug out a little too early. But yeah, a row of beans here coming up. Oops, I don't know if you can see them. I'm not on the spot here. There's beans. Beans. Have beans come out my ears. Here at my peas, at every corner of these tripods, there are peas growing so that they will climb up. I did this last year. It worked really well. And also down the middle, I have a row of peas that are going to be attached to this cross member in between these tripods. I know this looks funky as shit, but I just kind of like it because it's free, for one, and I think it looks funky. It'll be cool when it gets all grained out. These are supposed to be onions in here somewhere. I don't see them. But here along the edge right here are radishes. Those little guys are radishes. These popped out pretty quick. I mixed sand in this area for the onions and the radishes to thrive in. And if the onions aren't going to pop up here, I might throw in some beans just because it helps the soil. I don't know. These might be flowers in this bed here. Coming up, I don't know what those are. Those might be flowers or some more beans. I don't remember. I'm such a moron. And over here, this little tripod, this was made out of sunflower stalks from last year. Here at these two corners, I've got, what do you call them, morning glory growing there, the blue saucers. Supposed to be slightly hallucinogenic, I don't know. That's what I got going on back here. Up in front is really a mess. My tomatoes took a shit on me, and my tobacco just, they were such babies, I didn't hard them off well enough. I've got this hosta and replanted it in here. I think it's gorgeous. I'm going to leave it in this pot. This one is, in particular, is supposed to be, what do you call it? It's shade, partial shade. I know they come in different flavors, so that's what that is. I have a little jalapeno plant here I'm going to put out. I had gotten a pepper, and it was a bell pepper. Kind of stupid. I don't know if I planted this stuff in the right spot. This little tree, I'm in love with this little tree. So this is a sweet pepper here, and that's a bell pepper here. I don't know. It doesn't look too happy. Well, it looks like it's trying. Okay, that's all right. Tomatoes took a shit between the cats digging them up and the wind, and they weren't hardened off well enough, so they ended up like this. I fed them. I put a little lime in the soil, some new soil up in top of there, straighten it out. Hopefully, these two tomato plants I got from a gal that was selling them up on the square by the courthouse. They've got blooms on them already. They look good. There's these two tomatoes. I pulled the other ones up. There's the stakes, right through my heart. But I figure I'll plant some more. Bill West, thank you so much. I won't give up. I'll just keep trying because this is all learning for me. My little tobacco plants, I'm so sad. It's raining right now, so I'm getting wet. My phone's getting wet. These little tobacco plants really got set back, but they look like they want to grow. You know, I fed them. I added amenities to this soil too. And it's in here with a bunch of other shit. I could still add more stuff. I've got chicken manure I put in here as well for magnesium and, you know, chicken shit. And okay, up here, I've got one garlic that actually came up here. This needs to be weeded. I've got one garlic here. I put a sage plant in here that I got at the store. There's a cool nursery down the street here that does organic stuff. I'm gonna hit them up. This is not growing. There's supposed to be lavender in here. I don't know if those are little lavender buds or whatever the hell is coming up here or something, but there's also weeds, so it's hard to tell. This over here was supposed to be sage, like tall garden sage, and something else, and there's nothing. Here by the front door, I dug this up and added more soil, added lime, added manure, and I dug down. I was trying to get a true 12 inches down. I hit a drain pipe, a tile drain pipe. Hopefully that's okay. But that's ready to be planted. As soon as it quits raining, I'm not sure. I planted some pumpkins out here last year, some sunflowers, but they didn't do really well. I think it's just not enough light all day. It gets about 6 hours of light, maybe 5. And then I'm thinking flowers and some vegetables out here. I don't know. Something. Maybe some herbs. I'm thinking that it would be good up at that post right there to have, because I couldn't dig into that because of concrete is underneath there. I couldn't dig very close. I put all my dirt clods up there. And over here as well, this is really low. This actually needs to be a French drain put up here and have it leveled up away from the house a bit. So, but I'm thinking that might be a good place for like flower beds that are up off the ground, you know, like raised beds that are like maybe a foot, just to come up under that windowsill. Kind of a deal, because that dirt there is kind of like iffy. I don't know. That's what's going on with me. You guys, I appreciate you showing up and taking a look at this. And we'll just keep doing this. Oh yeah, I got my basil in my cool planter I built. My basil is growing in my milk jug planter. It's got the hanger on it. I'm gonna hang that somewhere when the weather gets okay and find a way to stabilize it so it doesn't spin around in the wind like a kite. All right, thank you.